Hey guys, as you know, our podcast is heavily on personal development and mindset, and one of our most popular episodes is how our thoughts predict our actions and our behaviors. So earlier this week, I had an amazing coaching call, and we talked about limiting stories. So what are limiting stories? Basically, stories that are in your head that are becoming beliefs or truths to you when they're not. So stories that are limiting you from truly living the life that you want to live. So for example, okay, maybe when you were younger, somebody had told you you're not smart. Okay, and depending on how you took that, you may have taken that to heart and thought, oh my gosh, I'm not smart. So how does that play in your life? You probably kept telling yourself this story, I'm not smart, I'm not good enough. So then you went to school and you probably self-sabotaged yourself, meaning you were like, you know what, I'm not even gonna try with the homework, I'm not gonna try with these projects because I'm not smart. And if you experienced a failure, you're like, oh, there you go, it's because I'm not smart. So maybe you didn't complete high school, or maybe you didn't end up going to college because you were playing this limiting story, this untrue story in your head. So isn't it crazy how this thought or this thing that you heard and how you perceived it could be playing throughout your life? Okay, so something that I learned that was really interesting, that by the age of 2, you already have a perception about life and how boys and girls and adulthood should be and how you're supposed to act, and it starts at a really young age. So there could be things that you heard when you were really young that really stuck with you. It could be things that you've heard now, but it just depends on how you perceive it. Okay, so I want an exercise to give you guys that I have learned that is really amazing. I mean, it's changing my life and the way that I think about things and how I'm uncovering these untruths or these limiting stories. So on a blank piece of paper, I want you to draw 2 circles, okay? And on one circle on the left, I want you to write what happened or what I heard and how it made me felt. And then on the other circle, I want you to write behaviors, actions, conclusions, perceptions. Okay, so for another example, maybe when you were younger or at some point somebody told you you're not pretty. Okay, and you took that to heart. So let's see what happened. Somebody told you we're not pretty. How did that make you feel? It made you feel like you were not good enough for anybody. So then how does that play with your behavior and actions? It makes you, maybe you never wanted to talk to that boy that you really liked because you thought you were not pretty enough. Or maybe you're in a relationship with somebody and your husband or your boyfriend, and you constantly feel like, I'm not good enough because I'm not pretty for this person. And so then how does that make you react? That makes you always upset with them, maybe makes you feel insecure around them, and they're wondering like, what is going on? Maybe you're unable to accept their compliments because you keep playing this story in your head that you're not pretty. Isn't that crazy how just one thing that you could have heard or you saw and you took that with you, and you could be living your life just believing these stories that are not true. Okay, we're all worthy, we're all amazing. Yes, we have our flaws, nobody is perfect, but you gotta speak better to yourself, and you gotta work on these limiting stories. Okay, so not all hope is lost. I think that if you can catch your thoughts, you can look at that and say, is that true? And then do this exercise with the 2 circles. So on the left side, what happened, what you heard, how to make you feel, and then how it affects your behaviors and actions. And I think being conscious and aware of that can truly change your life. So if you found value in this video, go ahead and leave a comment in the comments or share it with somebody that you think would love this, or you can personally DM me. I love talking about this stuff. And I love hearing your stories, and I promise it stays between you and me. So I hope you enjoyed this video.